Shalom, 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 Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Blessing for the brothers and sisters throughout the four corners of the earth, and that you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the chosen people of the Most High, the children of Israel. Regardless of what anybody says, regardless of what you may believe, you are the children of Israel. You know, and you know, you know, not necessarily in the truth, but brothers, they may say, how do we know we're the children of Israel? Sisters may say, oh, how do you know that? Where can you show me that? You know, the proof is in the pudding, man. Like, as you can see on the screen, this is an example of how we are the children of Israel. You know, goes back to the curses, man. The curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter. You know, this is how we know we are these people, man. We know we are the chosen people of the Most High because of the curses, the hell we going through on this land, the land of our enemies. You know, our kids are the only ones being kidnapped out here. Our women are the only ones being end up missing and things like that. You know. But through the curses of Deuteronomy, this is how we know we are the chosen people, that we are the people of the book. And that is our book, man. But this video I want to get into because this is another example of the curses, because you have this this so-called black woman. She did a video. It's called PSA Black Men, Your Presence and Protection is Needed. Black women and girls are in danger. See, first and foremost, we are not black men. They are not black women. You know? And I looked at a little bit, like a brother put it up. I looked at a little bit of the video, and kind of when I seen the title, I was like, it's one of those sisters, you know, Black Power, and you know, all this, all that, you know. So I listened to it though, you know, I did. I listened to some of it, and it is true. Our sisters and little girls, little children, the girls specifically, are going missing, man. You know, but this so-called black woman, which would be a Israelite, more than likely from the tribe of Judah, you know, but I don't know. But she is an Israelite, I believe, but through the Spirit. But this is a living example of the curses right here, you know, because like I said earlier, black men, your presence and protection is needed. Why all of a sudden now the quote-unquote black man's presence and protection is needed? You know, like the so-called black woman didn't think about this. Like, you know, when they were when they had that male presence in the house, when they had a chance to make that household righteous, man, by letting that man lead, you know. So I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures on that, and first one I'm gonna go to, right, which a lot of women, they have a problem with, you know. I'm gonna just go with this. I'm gonna let it play, but I'm gonna just go with this one first, because this is all the order of the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. You know, this is all His order. This is not. See, when brothers teach this in the street, women, they get emotional, because women are naturally emotional, you know. So they'll jump in their emotions as soon as they hear this. See, y'all want to, you know, rule over the women, and the women ain't nothing to y'all, and No, we love our sisters, man. We love our wives. You know, we love y'all, sisters. But this is not our own words. This is the words from the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, and he said this in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse. I'm going to start at 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ, Hamashiach. This is Paul speaking. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. So this was an order. This was an ordinance. This was a setup from the Most High. This is not us coming out saying this. This is coming straight out of the mouth of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So this is verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man. So the head of the woman, the head of man is Hamashiach Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That is the head of every man. The head of the woman is the man. You know? The head of the woman is the man. You know? And sisters, they get bent out of shape for that. But this is, once again, this is not our words. This is the words of the Most High. If you love the Most High, you will believe and do and trust in everything he says. And it says, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. You know, so women, especially in America, they don't accept that. Women do not, especially you so-called black women, you do not accept a man being over you. You know, you've been Americanized. You've been bamboozled to thinking that you're equal to a man. That just because you got a job and you may make more money than that man, that you're over that man. You know, this is the trick bag that America has you women in, man. You know, but now the Most High is pouring his judgment out on you women, and now through hell and judgment of the Lord, you women are gonna start seeing how things are really supposed to be. You know, because our people are hard-headed and stiff-necked, man. We want to believe on our own mind and what we've adopted in this society. But what we adopted in this society is contrary to the Most High, man. So I'm gonna let some of this play, and I'm gonna just, you know, go into it a little bit.
This is Passion Twist Killer here, and this is a PSA. I am a mom first, and this is a PSA to all black men out there right now.
We're not black men.
Us, me.
We're Israelite men.
The one who represents your mom, your sister, your daughter, your niece, your cousin. We need the black man's presence right now.
See, this is the thing with the so-called black women. When everything is cool, you know, when they get that good man, that good brother that's in that household, that's trying to raise the kids up right, that loves her, she pushes him away. You know, she pushes him away. You know, like she has no respect for him. She disrespects him in the street. She disrespects him in front of the kids. You know, she gives him no respect. You know, she'll put her hands on him, and then when the brother gets fed up and he can't take it no more, you got some brothers that'll just leave, and then you got some brothers that'll put their hands back on him. You know, because even back in the ancient days, like if a brother didn't do what so-called black woman did, she went and told her slave master, man. You know, he's not obeying me, and the slave master, I have her back, man. Had that man tortured, man. back in the 1800s, man. Now, fast forward to today, if the so-called black man, he doesn't listen to the so-called black woman, what's she first to do? Call the cops, man. She calls the cops. She calls 911. That man get locked up unjustly or for a lie that the so-called black woman made up, man. You know? And then when she put that man through hell, you know, some brothers, you know, they'll find him another woman. You know, because contrary to what these women believe, you know, it's not all about you. You know, like the Most High said. She said, the Most High said, honor thy father and thy mother. Honor thy father first. The man is ahead of the woman. You know, the woman is the nurturer. The woman is supposed to take care of the kids, take care of the house. The man is the protector, the provider. You know, the woman, the wife, is supposed to be in subject to her husband. Is supposed to submit to her husband. You know, not have a damn war with him in the house every single day, man. The man saying, no, it's gonna go this way, and the woman like, nah, what I said, it's gonna go this way. That's going off, man. And the Most High is gonna judge you for that, man. That's why the Most High is judging you women for that, man. You know?
Today, let me tell you something. The amount of young girls that are being attacked, that are being assaulted, that are being followed, that are being snatched, that are being kidnapped, that are being taken for sex trafficking. Do you know why it's so high? Because these predators are not seeing a male presence. Men, black men, I am pleading with y'all. This is a PSA. Get back to picking up your daughters from school. Then.
But wait. You say that, sister, but you know how many women, you know, when that man would pick his kids up from school, how many women wouldn't want that to happen, man? They would put out a false report on that man, so that man can't go to school and get his children. You know how that man is not able to pick them kids up. You know, or he is able to pick them kids up, but you know why he don't want to pick them kids up? Because you don't put that man through so much hell. He don't want to see you. Some men, they eat it. They just, hey, this is my kids. You know, I'm doing it for my kids. So they'll eat it up because they love their kids that much. And then when the women, you know, they just don't get along with the man for whatever reason, they punish the kid for it. Like it's the kid's fault that the father left. I seen a video with a so-called black woman. You know, the child was deceased, and the father came to the funeral to see the kid, and the so-called black woman called the cops, so that way that man won't see the kid, won't see his own kid in the casket, man, for the funeral, man. And you had all the cops, you know, surrounding the casket, so he couldn't get to it, man. You know, that's off, man. And a lot of these black women are reaping what they sow, man. You know, a lot of these so-called black women are reaping what they sow because they made this bed, so now they gotta lie in it, man. I'm not saying all sisters is like that, but for the ones that's out here being wicked, you know, this is what happens. You know, this is what happens. This is an example of what happens when you push that man away. You know, but then you get, you know, wicked men out here, wicked brothers, you know, Pookie and Ray Ray, and you love them, man. The ones that's in and out of jail, you stay faithful and loyal to them, man. You know, that's what's going on. So the Most High is judging you so-called black women. He's judging you so-called black women now, man. And now you want the so-called black man to come in and clean it up. You think this is a joke? You think that, you know, you can just have a so-called black man around you and in your house and be dealing with him just to get something from him, you know, just to have him on the leash. You know, that's off, man. The so-called black man is a god in the sight of the Most High, man. Pursuing in the book of Psalms. You know? So you don't know who you doing this to, man.
They're not seeing men at the bus stops. They're not seeing men at the train stations. They're not seeing men waiting outside for women to come home and take bags for them to see, oh, I can't pray on that one because she's with him. Oh, I can't pray on that one. Her father just walked.
But it's your own fault, though. You know, not saying all sisters push the men out the house, but the majority of them, they did, man. Because you'll have women that done had, you know, 4 and 5, 6 different dudes, you know, around their kids, man. Now, for one, if a man that did not bear that kid with you, and he steps up and he says, I'm gonna raise this kid as if he or she is my own. You off the back, you're not supposed to give that man no hell, man. If he come home to you, if he help you out with the bills or whatever, and it's not even him helping you out, man. But then again, it is. But if that man raised that kid from the youth, from its youth, and raised that kid up in righteousness according to the law, or Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you are in no way, shape, or form able to come against that man. You can't open your mouth to that man if he's in righteousness, man. If he's speaking the words of the Most High. And even brothers that are not in this truth. If a brother is just sincerely, you know, come to take care of your household and your kids, you know, that you bear with somebody else, man, that's a blessing from the Most High too. But you women, y'all don't believe in the Most High like that, man. Y'all believe that everything y'all do is in y'all power, man. Y'all think everything y'all got is because of y'all, man. And the Most High in these last days are gonna show y'all that y'all don't have no control over anything, man. You know? This is Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man or woman soweth, that shall he or she also reap. You know, so whatever bed you made, you're gonna lie in it. You know? You want to be out here doing wickedness to men in general, thinking that you're equal to men, thinking that you don't need a man. The so-called black woman is the only woman on this earth that says she don't need a man. You know? That's insane to me, man.
Up. These men are not seeing men around. This is not happening by accident. And enough is enough. This is crazy. I just spoke with a personal client of mine who was followed by someone. Every day this week, there has been a new story in my own area about a young girl who's either tried to be snatched, was snatched, or...
Salakia. It's Satan messing with it. Salakia, Israel. Damn Satan, man. I'm gonna wait till it come back on. But yeah, Satan not gonna stop nothing. This is Genesis chapter 3 verse 16. Genesis chapter 3 verse 16. And it says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty. Who are the daughters of Zion? You so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American women. And are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks, and one-time eyes. So our women walk like you can't tell them nothing. You know, they're not trying to hear nothing you got to say. They got their job. They believe in themselves. They believe in America and this system that exalted them, man. That made them that gave them the so-called power that they believe they have right now over the man. And the so-called white man, he knows that. He knows the order. But this was a tactic to destroy the so-called black family, and I'm gonna just say the Israelite family, man. This was a tactic to destroy the Israelite family, because what did the serpent do? The serpent went to Eve, man, because the women are the weaker vessel, man. It's easier to manipulate a woman and to do something, you know, that she don't want to do, man. Like brothers tell you just get out of here, man. No, but a woman, if you be consistent with something, man, the woman will start thinking twice. You know, you see that today, man. You know? I don't know what's going on with this video. I don't know what's going on. But Satan is it's a demon, man. You see. Salakia, Israel. I'm going to start that from the top. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, saith the Lord, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and one-time eyes, walking and mincing as they go. Because you can't tell a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American woman nothing, man. They swear like they don't stink, man. You know? Like they out here, they just be doing all types of wickedness, man. They dress how they want. They act like they, however they want. They deal with how many men they want to deal with, man, here in America. You know, when all that's a sin worthy of death, man. You know, that's a sin worthy of death. Let me see if I could, see what it's doing. Let me see something. Salakia, Israel. Let me see something. I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of crazy. But yeah. So it says, Salakia, it says, stretch forth necks and one-time eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. It says, verse 17, therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. So this is why a lot of our women, namely the so-called black women, they come out and they damn bald headed, man. They don't have no hair, man. Because a woman's head is her glory, man. You know. And a lot of our women are not glorified, man. The so-called black woman each and every day is becoming the least desirable in America and all over the place, man. You know? So a lot of our women, they don't believe in that, man. They believe that they're the top woman and everybody has to cater to them, man. And it's not happening. You know, it don't go like that. You know, so it says the Most High is gonna judge them. And this is the day of the judgment. You know, a lot of our women are loud. They talk like they know everything, man. And a lot of our women, they don't know nothing, man. You know, a lot of the stuff they talking about is Americanized topics and stuff like that. You know. You know, they don't come to a brother with wisdom. They don't build up their men. Not all sisters. Some sisters they do. So I'm not speaking of all sisters. If the shoe fits, you know. But this is the book of Romans. No, Salakia. Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 13. Because a lot of our women, you know, they just love to talk. They love to talk over their men. You know, they love to fight their men verbally. They gotta have the last word. You know, they just gotta have the last word. Salakia, Israel. Satan's just doing his job. You know? Satan is just doing his job. Trying to see if I can get it back up. I'm gonna probably do a part 2 to this because, you know, Satan.
This is Passion Twist Killer here, and this is a PSA. I am a mom first, okay. And this is a PSA to all black men out there right to picking up your daughters from school. They're not seeing men at the bus stops. They're not seeing men at the train stations. They're not seeing men waiting outside for women to come home and take bags for them to see. Oh, I can't pray on that one because she's with him. Oh, I can't pray on that one. Her father just walked up. These men are not seeing men around. This is not happening by accident. And enough is enough. This is crazy. I just spoke with a personal client of mine who was followed by someone. Every day this week, there has been a new story in my own area about a young girl who's either tried to be snatched, was snatched, or followed in some form or shape or fashion. This is crazy. We have to get black men on the street. These predators are men. They're men.
See, a lot of these women, they feel like they can control a man. They can tell a man what to do and he's just going to do it. But what they fail to understand is that the Most High is in control of all of this, man. Why is it that all these things are happening and the Most High doesn't allow a so-called black man to be nowhere around, man? You know? Why is that? You know, because the damn the ones that are loudmouth black women, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American women, they getting judged in these last days, man. And the Most High said this, Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. So a lot of these women that like to talk a lot, who just run their mouth, just want to rant. They don't know what they're talking about, man. They foolish women, man. And a lot of those women are the ones that push the men out the house, man. Everything is an argument, man. And these women don't want to be held accountable. You know, you may think that you can get over on the so-called black man, kick him out the house, treat him any old kind of way, but the Most High sees all that, man. And the Most High gonna get you back, man. And the Most High is getting you back. You know, you can't call 911 on the Most High. You know? You can't do that. So now you got to deal with it.
They're preying on women because they see us helpless. When they're pulling up to these schools, they're seeing single moms picking up all the children. They need to see some fathers popping up at the schools, throwing them off, throwing the enemy off, throwing off the attack that he came out to prey on your daughter and your niece and your cousin and your godchild. You understand? This is different. Fellas, I need y'all to hear me. I'm coming to y'all as a mom, as a sister, as...
What about you hearing the men? Like, the woman always wants somebody to hear her, man. Oh, listen to me. Listen to what I'm telling you.
As a friend, as whatever it is. The day, see, let me tell y'all something. The day you get the call is when it gets real to you. But what you don't understand is, it's just a matter of seconds before you can get that call. So how about this? Pop up at that train station and pick your niece up from school. Pull up to that school. If you passing your somebody you know go to school, yo, let me tell you something. Right now, I was already starting a campaign about being a great human. And right now, we need all the great humans we can.
You said the great human. See, that's a spirit of love everybody, man. That's a spirit of love everybody, man. And then the same people that's out here kidnapping your damn kids, those are the ones that you want to be equal with, man. Those are the ones that you want to gather with, man. You damn so-called black women, man. Y'all are docile, man, in America, man. You know, it's all humans. You know what I'm saying? So what? It comes from. It starts with the so-called black man. Now it's all humans. You know what I'm saying? See the word game that the so-called black women play, man. You know, because that's why this is another reason why the so-called black women are gonna catch hell in America, man. Because they are at ease here, man. They're comfortable in America, man. This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, because the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American women are careless, man. How are they careless? Number one, that man who they disrespect and that man who they treat like garbage, when that man decides to leave and he can't take it no more, and you women always say, "Oh, I'm a strong black woman. Black men can't handle me." No. Black men don't want to deal with you, man. So-called black men don't have to deal with you, man. You know? No man wants a woman that when he come in the house, she just yelling all across the house. You know what I'm saying? Cursing him out, man. Putting her hands on him, man. Don't no man want a disrespectful woman, man. You know? So our women gotta come out of America's ways, man. And rise up.
Possibly find. If you see one of your homeboy daughters walking home from school and you're walking the way that they're walking, walk next to that young lady. Confuse the enemy. Confuse the whole attack. If you see a young girl you know that you saw grow up, and you saw this young lady grow into a young woman, and you see, you know what? If I was somebody and I walked by and saw her standing here, let me stand here a couple minutes and watch her get on this bus. If you know people are leaving your presence late, make sure you're texting people, asking them, are you home safe? Teachers, if you're doing things with your students after school, make sure you're texting them and making sure they got home safe. Please, guys, like seriously, this is a public service announcement. It is a plea. As a mom, as a mentor, as a daughter, as a sister, as a godchild, as a child of God, we have to look out for each other right now. It's real out here.
And these women will be wicked as hell and then say they're a child of God, man. You know, you are a child of God, but at the same time, you don't do nothing the Most High says, man. You're not in order. So the Most High not going to hear your prayers. The Most High going to judge you according to your works, man. And a lot of you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American women, y'all works are wicked as hell, man. You know, y'all works are wicked as hell, man. Y'all are a child of God, but right now, y'all a child of Satan, man. Satan is using y'all to destroy the nation, man. And y'all doing a good job at it, man.
It's real. And the enemy not playing with us, and he's sure not playing with our children.
And when you say child of God, you know, God is just a title. What God are you talking about, man? You have to be, because within your works, you being a deceiver, man. You being the devil, man.
If you see kids walking alone, baby girl, where you live? Where you going? You live across the street? Okay, I'm going to walk you to this corner. You don't want to be weird because you don't want to now seem like a creep too, but you can do something safely in a way. I'll watch you walk across the street. I'll watch you walk into your building. We have to become great humans. This is ridiculous.
And that's crazy because she said it. She said, you don't want to come off as a creep. Why? Because you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American women, y'all put in y'all heads that, you know, now there are some creeps out there. There are some wicked people of our people. But it's almost like when a brother, he may come up like that, you know, it seems like the kid gets scared, and then when the kid comes out and tell you, you'll come out all irate. Yo, get the away from my kid, and the brother would stand there and be like, sister, I just wanted, you know, to make sure she got home. There's a lot of kidnappers. Oh no, you know what I mean? And then, you know, sister flip. You know, I seen that case. I seen that in the case too. You know. So come on. That's what I'm saying. Y'all done in the household. These kids' minds are so messed up, man. From the raising of the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman, man. These kids, man, they minds is just messed up, man. You know. Now, once again, I'm not talking about all women, but you women know who you are, man. And I'm not saying a lot of brothers ain't wicked too. A lot of brothers is wicked too, man. You know, but we gotta, you know, we gotta call it where it's at. Like, a lot of these women, a lot of these children, they wind up with the mothers in the system, man. In America, not a lot of children, they grow up with their fathers. Their fathers disappear. So, a lot of the women, they got a lot of what is it? They gotta accept a lot of that the children are going through these days. They gotta accept responsibility. Salaki, they gotta accept more of the responsibility for the way these children are grown up in this society, man. You know, because the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman, they teach the kids to love everybody, man. They teach the kids to they want them to get their hair permed. You know, when the Most High said, envy not thou oppressor and choose none of their ways. You know, a lot of these kids, they see the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman walking around and having friends of the other nations. You know, so they're going to be confused, man.
This is ridiculous. Every day, a new story. This is ridiculous. Fellas, go pick up your wife from that train, bro. Go get your wife. Go get your girl. Go pick up your daughter. If you know you got little cousins and nieces out here and they always in a certain area, pop up on them when they coming home. Start having these kids get in a house at a certain time. This ain't about being too cool. This ain't about being fly. Right now, it's about the safety of our children and our family. And it's getting real out here.
If you would have thought about, if you would have thought about the safety, the real safety of your children, you would have never, you know, kicked that man out the house. You wouldn't have had that man run out the house, man. Or you would have made a better decision as to what man you're going to be dealing with, man. You know, if you was really concerned about the safety of your children, man, you wouldn't have just went out and just start dealing with any old man, yo. You would have took the time to listen. I have kids, you know, or I want kids. I have to know who I'm dealing with, because in the long run, I don't want to be without my husband. I want to be with him. I want to do this. You women don't think like that, man. All you think about is yourselves, man. What you can get from the man. You know, that's why a lot of y'all end up in situations where y'all raising, you know, 3, 4 kids by yourself. 5 kids by yourself, man. And then you get mad at the man. You get mad at every man that you see. Like it's their fault.
We need a black man's presence. I promise you, I know that's what it is. Because they're preying on young girls who are always alone, never know men near nowhere. They're not snatching young girls with 2 men standing at the bus stop. They're snatching young girls while there's either women standing there or no one standing there. We need a male's presence. Men, I'm pleading with you. I'm pleading with you. I'm pleading with you as a mom. We need a male's presence in these streets right now. These predators are coming after your daughter because they don't see her with a man.
Now it's our daughter. Before it's my kids, my children, my daughter. Get away from my daughter. Get away from my son. That's my son. You ain't paid child support, so you can't see him. You can't see her. You don't give me no money for them, so you can't see them. You know? That's what it is. You know? And kids ain't for money, man. You know, a lot of these women, they choose money over their own flesh, man.
They're coming after our nieces because they see them walking alone. Some of these young kids, I see some young kids that I see in the street and I'm like, they are too young to be walking alone. But guess what? We do what we have to do. But this right now, today, if you have a daughter, if you have a niece,
now you want to deal with it today. What about a year ago? 2 years ago? This was still going on. But this was still going on 2 years ago. You know? You didn't care 2 years ago. Now it's today. Now the Most High opening up your eyes. Now you like, it's real out here. But it's been real out here. The Most High ain't playing with nobody. And you women, you really believe that, you know, you really believe you're exempt from judgment, man.
If you have a sister, if you have a mom, if you have anybody in your life that you care for, just start showing up. Just start showing up. Start pulling up to some of these basketball games. Start pulling up to some of these cheerleading games. Start pulling up to some of these football games. These predators are preying.
I've seen numerous of videos where fathers, where brothers is with their children. Numerous. I done seen brothers with their kids in ballerina classes, story time classes. basketball, football. It's nothing the so-called black man won't do for his kids. The only difference that would make a man not be there for his kids is, well, a righteous man, a man that got some sense, not Pookie and Ray Ray, is the woman, man. The women, a lot of women get jealous when the fathers have when they love their kids that much. The women get jealous. You know? This is how evil a lot of our women are, man.
In places they do not see a male presence. They're not snatching kids where they know a big man standing next to them just gonna sit there and watch. No. Most of these young women that's getting snatched are getting saved by other women. Other women are risking their lives because they're seeing it like, if this was my daughter, I would want somebody to help my daughter, as we should. But right now, the black man, we hold y'all accountable. Y'all got to get out here in the street. Y'all got to get...
Wow, now we held accountable. We are held accountable now. No, the so-called black women, you are held accountable. You know, because from the jump, when the household was at when it was a family structure in the household, you know, it was everything was good, man. Everything was good. You know, the children, they had their father, they had their mother, they were raised in a balanced environment. You know, they had the discipline of the father, and they had the nurturing of the mother. That's the way kids are supposed to grow up, man. But you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American women, y'all broke that up, man. A lot of y'all broke that up, man. You know? And the Most High sees it. The Most High been seeing it, man. You know, but it's a curse. It's a curse. This that's going on, it's a curse, man. Let me get that. Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28, chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, because at one time our women, we didn't even like our women to walk, man. You know what I'm saying? We would have them carried, man. We wouldn't want her feet to touch the ground, man. You know, that's how much we loved our women, man. Which we still do love our women, man. It says, her eye shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. So you got a lot of these women out here, the mothers, they hate their own kids, man. They hate their husband, they hate their kids, man. You know? Verse 57, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear. You know what I'm saying? So the women, they a lot of them, they hate their own kids, man. They jealous of their own kids, man. You know? They don't care about them, man. They'll just let them do whatever they want, man. You know? Had they sons out there, you know, doing whatever, smoking weed, drinking, being a damn demon out there. The daughter, they let them go out there, be a whore. You know? The father ain't nowhere around because she done pushed him away. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way. That's the curses, man. And the Most High is judging you for that, man. You know, the Most High is judging you for that. I'm looking for this the scripture, Salakia brothers, Salakia sisters, Akim, Akwaf. I know this is going kind of long. Salakia. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and 16. It says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. So a lot of men, they leave the house because this woman is just so wicked they can't deal with it, man. They saying that it says, I would rather dwell with a lion, man, and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman, man. That's cold, man. This is why a lot of these women are raising these kids up in single parent households, man. And a lot of these kids, they cry for their daddy, man. They cry for their daddy. And then when they get with their daddy, they don't want to leave their fathers, man. Kids can see the difference, man. If they can't see it when they're young, some of them see it when they're young. But if they can't see it when they're young, they see it when they're in their teenage years. It's all about to hit it, man. So all this hell gonna come down on you women, man. That are wicked like that, all this hell gonna come down on you women, man.
Get out here in these forefronts. Y'all gotta get out here and make a presence seen to where it's throwing the enemy off. A predator pull up to a school where he used to see a bunch of moms, and all of a sudden he see a bunch of fathers and a bunch of new cars pulled up. Trust me, it's gonna freak him out. He's gonna bust a U-turn and probably never come back, because it's gonna throw him off with somewhere he's been watching and keening his eye on and praying on. All of a sudden just changed on him. If y'all think they're not realizing that the male presence is low, I beg to differ. Men, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. We need your presence right now. It's real. I'm praying for every single person whose eyes even come across this video, that you and your family be covered from the hand of the enemy and the predator that is out there right now today. The enemy and that spirit of kidnapping that is going on, I pray God keeps a hedge of protection over you and your family. It's real out here. I'm picking up my daughter from the train every day. I don't care if it's 2 steps away. I'm walking with my child.
And with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.